Grab your popcorn and dim the lights. We're heading back to a decade of velvet seats, flickering projectors, and a massive showdown between cinema titans. This is the history of the Vancouver area's movie theaters and drive-ins from 1940 to 1949. 1940, the comeback kids. The decade kicked off with some familiar faces getting a fresh start. On February 12th, the York Theatre made its grand return at the site of the old Alcazar, followed shortly by the reopening of the Royal Theatre. 1941, the Odeon invasion. Hold on to your hats, because 1941 was the year the theater wars truly began. On February 7th, the powerhouse Odeon theaters officially marched into Canada, snapping up the Plaza, Paradise, Dunbar, and the under-construction Vogue. Suddenly, famous players had some serious competition. The momentum didn't stop there. March 5th, Odeon went on a shopping spree, buying the Varsity, Olympia, Fraser, Kingsway, and the Nova in North Vancouver, plus the Broadway. April 15th, the stunning Vogue Theatre, Odeon's first new build, opened its doors to the public. June 31st, Maple Ridge joined the party with the opening of the Gem Theatre. August 4th, the Park Theatre joined the Odeon family. November 10th, the Circle Theatre opened as an Odeon venue. Not to be outdone, famous players fought back by taking over the Hollywood and Stanley theaters to keep their grip on the city. 1942 to 1945, expansion and evolution. Even during the height of the war, the silver screen was a vital escape. 1942, Odeon expanded into North Vancouver by taking over the Lonsdale, while the new Westminster Odeon made its grand debut. On a sad note, the Royal Theatre closed its doors for good. 1943, Odeon's empire grew into New West by taking over the Sapperton, and then the Marpole Theatre. November 7th, 1944, the Gem in Maple Ridge officially rebranded as the Odeon. 1945, Burnaby got in on the action when Odeon took over the Oak Theatre. 1946, the Drive-In Revolution. This was a landmark year for BC film buffs. On August 30th, Western Canada's very first drive-in, the Cascades Drive-In, opened in Burnaby. Imagine the excitement of watching a movie from your own car. Meanwhile, November 27th, the old Beacon was reborn as the Odeon Hastings. In North Vancouver, the Nova was officially renamed the Odeon. And the Cambie Theatre also joined the Odeon ranks. 1947, Art and Elegance. May 26th, Cloverdale welcomed the brand new Clover Theatre. December 25th, famous players gave Vancouver a Christmas gift by reopening the old Lyric as Cinema International, a dedicated space for art cinema. 1948, an end of an era. The only major shakeup this year was in New Westminster, where the Odeon Sapperton finally turned off its projectors. 1949, the decade closes. The 40s went out with a bang. On March 30th, the Toronto-based 20th Century Theatres, owned by famous players, opened the Studio Theatre. June 30th, Burnaby's second outdoor screen, the Lockheed Drive-In, opened just in time for summer. November 1st, the Main Theatre opened. Rebranding, famous players decided to simplify things, renaming Cinema International as simply The Cinema. As the decade drew to a close, we said goodbye to the Odeon Lonsdale in North Vancouver and the Music Box, both of which closed their doors in 1949. Thanks for watching this trip down memory lane. If you love local history, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.